Hi, dancers. We are working on pre-point exercises today. So if you are around that age where you are trying to get on point and maybe you're taking pre-point classes or a lot of ballet classes to help you get there, these are some strength exercises that are also going to help you be successful on point for just overall full body strength. So we're going to be doing some feet exercises, but we're also going to be doing some exercises for the glutes and your hamstrings because they're really important in helping you get all the way up over that box when you're in your point shoes, and you have to be able to keep your balance there. So let's go ahead and get started. You're going to need just one resistance band for one exercise, but the rest of the exercises you can do just body weight. All right, the first exercise we're going to do is a slanted calf raise using a wall, a bar, the edge of the couch, whatever you have at home. We're going to take both feet back so our body is in one diagonal line here. So make sure your hips are pressed forward and then you are keeping your shoulders pressed down. You're going to bring one leg to a coupe position, and then with the other foot, you're lifting your heel up and down into an eleve on one side. So the goal here is to feel a stretch through your calf as you go down and then feel that squeeze on the way up. And the calf muscle right back here is this big muscle that helps you go up onto your toes when you are dancing. Go ahead and switch to the other side, lifting up and down. You can make this one harder if you would like to by adding some resistance, maybe holding a dumbbell or maybe going back a little bit further, or you could do a regular single leg calf raise with a weight. So they're all ways to modify and progress it. Good. All right, go ahead and relax. The next exercise we're going to do is a single leg glute bridge. So you're going to lay flat onto your back. Knees are bent with your feet flat on the floor. We're going to lift one leg up towards the ceiling and then press your hips up and down. Good. Now, as we're doing this, we're trying to get that toe to reach up towards the ceiling as much as we can, but I don't want you to use this leg for momentum. You can also do both feet on the ground. That would be a little bit easier. Let's go for 3 more. Good. 2 and 1. Switch to the other leg here. Another goal for this exercise is making sure that your hips get high every time. As they start to get tired, it's going to feel like they're dropping a little bit, and that's okay. And maybe it's a sign that you need to get more strength in that area specifically. Let's do last 2. Good. And last 1. Perfect. All right, next one, we're staying on the floor. We're going to go into a side plank position on your elbow or on your hand. Legs can be straight with your feet stacked, or you can have one foot in front of the other. We're holding this position here. And the reason why we need side planks and we need core strength when we're going on point is because think about as you're going up on point, our center of gravity is changing from when we're on demi point to when we're on a full point in a point shoe too. And we need our core strength for things like our turns, our balance, our leg extensions. You really need core strength in general, but it's extra important when you're on point. Let's switch to the other side. Holding that side plank there, either on your elbow or hand. And again, if you notice that one side is stronger than the other, take that into account. Maybe you try to hold a couple extra seconds on one side. Maybe you modify one side, whatever it might be. I want you to try to get even on both right side and left side. That's also just going to help you with a lot of turns to the right and left and making sure that you have more symmetry in the body. Let's hold for 3, 2, and 1. Good. Go ahead and relax. All right, this next one is a single leg RDL. So we're going to stand up. This one is a little bit of a balance challenge as well as challenging the hamstrings and the glutes in the body. So we're going to face sideways here. One leg is going to start in the tendu to the back. I like to just bring my hands on my hips. Doesn't really matter too much, but it helps me kind of focus more on the lower half. So you're going to bring your chest forward as you lift that leg up, and then you're going to slowly rise back up from here. So Averi's going to keep going, and as you do this, I'm going to show you what I don't want to see is kicking that leg up super high into an arabesque, and I don't want to see you diving forward like you would a penché. It's really more of like an airplane feeling where everything is flat rather than like a battement. I also like to think of this one as like a seesaw. So if you have a seesaw in your neighborhood or at school, or if you've just been on a seesaw before, think about it staying in one straight line as it goes down, and then it stays in one straight line as you come up. Let's switch to the other side. Good. Perfect. It's also helpful to have a tiny bend in that standing leg just a bit. If you keep it straight, that's fine too. But if you are locking your knees, or especially if you have hyperextended knees, a tiny bit more of a bend is going to help you feel more stable in the hips and the knees. And it might challenge your feet a little bit more to keep that balance. Good. All right, we can relax there. Perfect. All right. Next exercise is going back down to the feet. It is heel walks. So we're going to lift our toes off the ground, and we're basically walking around the room, whatever, you don't go out fast, but whatever space you have, you are trying to rock and keep those toes lifted off the ground. You're going to feel these muscles in the front of your shin and right at the front of your ankle. Those are the muscles that are helping us flex the foot. Now, I know what you're thinking. How are you going to need muscles that flex the foot when everything in ballet is pointed? You can go ahead and relax. It's a hard one, right? What we want to focus on here is not only being able to point the foot, but also being able to flex it all the way back so we have good ankle mobility. Think about when we go in for a jump, how we're bending the knees into a demi-plie and then pushing off the floor. We need those muscles in the front of the ankle and shin to be able to let us get down further into a deeper plie. So that is the point of that exercise. Our last exercise is called little toes array, and this is really helping us wing the feet out when we have our feet pointed or when we're lifting off the floor and we're trying to get that nice aesthetic wing of the foot. So you're going to bring the band around your feet. It's going to be tied in a knot. Make sure that the band is around the balls of the feet and the toes. If it's too high up, you're not really going to feel the right muscles. So feet are going to be pointed, and then we're going to reach the pinky toes out to the sides and then close back in. And as we reach them out to the sides, we're pushing into that band as much as we can. Good, and relaxing. And you could even start, if say you have a lighter band, you could even start with your feet a little bit further and then reach out from there. And that should also help you get a deeper squeeze, like a harder, it should feel harder intensity because you have more stretch on that band. Good. All right, go ahead and relax there. Perfect. So give these exercises a try, especially if you're trying to get on pre-point. Ballet classes are really great. Pre-point classes are really great. But if you are just pointing and flexing into a resistance band and that's your version of prepping for point work, it's not going to help you get there. You have to be strong in your entire body to support your weight in different positions, especially when you're all the way up on your box. So let me know if you have any more questions about point or questions about these exercises. Leave a comment and I will answer as best as I can to help you. And if you're new to the channel, I would love to have you be a part of the BodyKinect community. So don't forget to subscribe and ring the bell so you never miss a video. Thanks so much. Have a great day.